Good afternoon, student. Today we are going to start with the next chapter, Human Health and Diseases. According to the World Health Organization, that health is defined as a state of complete physical, mental, social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infinity. That means what we can say, the health is not only depend on if the person is not having diseases. Person must be physically, mentally and socially fit to live and to perform his own activities. It is related to the metabolic and functional activity or the functional efficiency of living organisms. So requirement for the good health are we have hygiene balanced diet, a clean food, clean drinking water, personal hygiene as well as community hygiene. That means how we behave in a public places, regular physical regular physical exercises, that means daily exercise, knowledge about diseases and also the effects of the diseases on the body that we must know, proper disposal of waste, that means where we have to throw the waste material, that is all the garbage, so where it can be processed by the municipalities and all. Also the control of vectors like cockroaches and mosquitoes who spread diseases. Immunity is traditionally referred to as the resistance of the exhibited by the host towards the injury caused by the pathogen and their products. So it is to resist the diseases as well as the pathogen who was responsible for diseases to resist them. So protection against these diseases only one of the many consequences of many immune response. Entirely concerned with the reaction of the body against any foreign, that is antigen. Antigen is a material which enters in the body and forms and stimulates our immunity system, which forms antibodies against it, that is an antigen. Concept of immunity which is believed to be started by the Edward Jenner, which is the cowpox vaccine against the smallpox. Immunology, which is a branch of a science, deals with the study of immune system, immune response and also the foreign substances and their role in the resisting infections by pathogens. Most important characteristic of immune system is to distinguish self cells and non-self, that is the foreign cells. So immune system, it differentiates between the body cells and the invaders, means the outside cells. Foreign substances invading the body capable of stimulating an immune system, immune response is called antigen, and the cells which are formed in our body or the proteins which are formed in our body for the response of antigen are called antibodies. There are types of immunity, two types of immunity, the innate or inborn or acquired or adaptive. The innate inborn, that is the immunity, that the resistance to infections that are individual processes by virtue of his or her genetic makeup that we get by birth. So the natural, that is inborn defense system of the body, not affected by the prior contact with the microorganisms or immunization. That means which is not just because of the response to any microorganism which is inbuilt. Non-specific, that means indicates a degree of resistance to infection in general, means it is for general infection, not for a specific. One form of innate immunity is formed by various types of barriers which prevent the entry of foreign agents into the body. First one, which is the epithelial barrier, epithelial surface, where the skin and the mucus which covering of the body protect it considerably against invasion by the microorganisms. So the healthy skin stops bactericidal activity, means which prevent the bacterial activities on the skin only by sweat. Sebaceous, that is the oil glands which secretes the fatty acids which are bactericidal and fungicidal properties. Nose prevents the entry of microorganism to a large extent. Inhaled particles being arrested through hair at or near the nasal orifices. Nasal orifice means nasal holes, we can say. So the hairs which prevents the entry of microorganisms by using hair. So those that pass beyond the held by mucous lining, the epithelium, and are swept back to pharynx, where they are tend to swallowed or cough out. Means we can swallow that which reach to the pharynx, or we just coughing it out. Cough reflex is important defense, that is the sneezing of the respiratory tract. Mouth constantly bath in saliva and saliva contains some kinds of enzymes which shows the inhibitory effect to the microorganisms. Acidity of gastric secretion, that means in our stomach, which destroys the microorganisms. So especially HCl, hydrochloric acid, is present in our stomach, which destroys microorganisms. Flushing action of urine eliminates the bacteria because urine is passing out from the body with the force. Also in the male, the semen which is coming out after ejaculation, at the time of ejaculation, which contains spermine and zinc, which destroys the bacteria in the urethra. Antimicrobial substances in the blood and tissues. Complement system contains more than 30 serum proteins which are present in the blood. Serum is a liquid part of the blood circulating the blood and in inactive state. So that 30 serum proteins which are inactive in state and which gets activated when the entry of pathogen takes place. Cells infected with the viruses and certain white blood cells releases interferon are a class of cytokinins. These are the class of cytokinin that are interferons which are soluble proteins. So cytokinins are the name of the proteins which we have studied in a relevant standard in cell division chapter. So that cytokinins are stimulate the other cells to protect themselves from the viral infection. Cellular factors in innate immunity. Natural defense against the invasion of the blood and tissue by or microorganism for the foreign particles is the phagocytic cells which are present in our body, which engulf means जो निगल जाते हैं. Phagocytic cells discovered by the Makhanoff in 1882 are grouped as macrophages and macrophages. They remove foreign particles that enter the body. So they engulf and they degenerate, they digest that foreign body. A class of lymphocytes are called natural killer. These cells are important in non-specific defense against viral infections and tumors. Fever, that is raising the body temperature, increase in the body temperature, which actually reduces the activity of pathogen. That is a natural defense mechanism. Physiological processes which accelerate the physiological processes to destroy the invading pathogens, means our body physiological processes are increases to kill the pathogen. Fever also stimulates the production of interferon and helps in the recovery from the viral infection. So fever is a good sign that our immunity system is working against the microorganism. Acute proteins, that is APPs, these are the infection on the injury leads to the sudden increase in the concentration of certain plasma proteins. So collectively called the acute phase proteins. So at the place of the wound, at the site of the injury, where especially these where the bacteria or pathogen, any virus enters from that injury, these proteins are formed in our body. This includes C-reactive protein, CRP, mannose binding protein, alpha-1 acid glycoprotein, and serum, amyloid P, etc. These are believed to enhance the host resistance, prevent tissue injury, promote repair of inflammatory lesions. That is, inflammation and swelling is one of the response to the injury site from which the bacteria or virus or the microorganism enters in the body. Thank you all of you.